Majority of us out there comes from a very poor and middle class background, all right? And right from our childhood, we have been fed with the mentality of go to school, get good grades, and when you're done with school, you find a safe and secure job and you'll be okay. But you see that idea there already, it sounds right, but it creates one big mess, which is a fear-based thinking in our mindset. All right, the fear of risk, the fear of losing money, and the fear of failing. So we trade our time for money our whole lives, which is really not helping. Working for someone else instead of learning how money really works. All right, ask yourself this question: your whole life that you've gone through school and everything, why is there not any subject that has been taught on the topic of how to get rich? The rich create systems that makes money without them having to swap their time for it. All right, and if you only get paid when you show up, that means you're limited, and that's you working for money right there. Our financial habits are not just about knowledge, okay? They are also about our emotions, okay? Because in a human being brain, in a human being mindset, there's two ways you think, which are thinking with your emotions and also thinking with your brain, okay? And thinking with emotions are thoughts that are driven by our desire and also greed that push people into making bad decisions, which are spending more than what they earn, and they end up keep being inside that rat race that they can never leave, okay? And even if someone knows saving is a good thing, which I think most people know that saving is a good thing, they still spend on what makes them feel good because their emotion are stronger than clear logic, because they don't have that discipline there of wanting to put down something aside that is going to yield into more dividends for the future. So to change your life, you need to, number one, think differently about money. All right, the money game works totally different. The rich don't work for money. The poor and the middle class always works for money. That's why things barely change. Like, it's not going to change for them. But the rich think differently about how they work with money, okay? The rich don't work for money. They use their money to work for them and also seek financial education, okay? That's why you see so many employed people that finished in different kind of degrees, engineering degrees, doctor degrees, and all these workers are still not doing well for themselves because out of all the intelligence they've been able to gather, they still have that financial illiteracy in them. So they lack financial literacy. That's why you see things are still not going well. You're going to say a doctor that he literally can't sometimes provide very standardly for his family, okay? And number three, build assets that earn while you sleep. That's the key point to all these things, because when you know how money works, you try to invest on assets. What do I mean by assets? Assets are what you put money on that brings money back into your pocket. Okay, we have liability and we have assets. Assets brings money back into your pocket, and liability takes out money from your pocket, which is all our expenses. All our expenses are our liabilities. Okay, so those little things that we spend on, most of them are liabilities. So that's why the rich will keep getting rich and the poor will keep getting poor, because they are forever going to be stuck in that rat race, running in circles and not knowing how this money game works. All right, so remember, the rich do not work for money. They understand how the money game works, and that's what builds financial freedom. Okay, if you stayed down to this point and this message hits you, please follow for more financial clarity. Have a good one.